Hey Taurus, welcome to your love and romance reading for November 2021. Now we're setting the intention for this to be a November 2021 love reading. However, you may stumble upon it at some other date. Maybe it's going to pop up in your recommended videos, or you just stumble upon it later. You're going to find it whenever you were meant to find it. We're going to connect here. And we're going to see what message is coming up for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus around love and romance. Alrighty, my darlings. Let's see. One more shuffle. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First card coming up for Taurus folk is the King of Swords. Some of you could be dealing with an air sign person. Traditionally speaking, King of Swords can be a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius, masculine energy. If you have an air sign placement, it could be that that area of your life might be helping improve your love life or impacting your love life in some way, or you may be meeting somebody significant through that area of your life. The King of Swords, though, is going to be about like negotiations, coming to agreements, planning, strategy, expert advice. There's different layers to the card. And the feeling and the vibe that I'm getting from the King of Swords for you guys, Taurus, for some reason, I feel like there's somebody who feels like you're shutting them out. Okay? So if you're in an existing relationship, I feel for whatever reason, this King of Swords feels shut out, or feels like you're not letting them in, or you're not giving them a fair chance. Maybe they feel as though you're upset with them, or they made a mistake and they haven't been able to live it down. Or if you're single, there could be somebody who's been pursuing you and like trying to like drop hints, or somebody's coming in and gonna be pursuing you and dropping hints, and they're feeling like you're not giving them a chance. And I feel like this King of Swords is confronting you, not in a mean way, not in a dramatic way, just kind of like, hey, Taurus, like, what is it that I'm not doing? Like, what do you want from me to let me in, to give me a chance, to work things out? And the question is coming in a sincere way. It's not coming like in a way where they're like, God, what do you want? What's your problem? You know, they're not like that. They're genuinely wanting to know, like, how can I make this better? Or how can I prove to you? How can I show you that I'm worth your time? And so I feel like there's some kind of discussion, communication, and I don't want to say negotiating, but understanding better. This is what I want. This is what you want. You know, how we can work together in terms of getting it. So I feel like somebody is approaching the relationship with you in a very logical way. As I said, the King of Swords can also sometimes be a situation where there's expert advice, like a counselor or an attorney. You know, maybe some of you are preparing to get married and you're concerned about protecting certain assets or something, and maybe you're looking into prenups or discussing this, or maybe you, again, as I said, I feel for some of you, you're dealing with a person that's like, Taurus, like, let me in, you know, give me a chance. What do I have to do to prove myself to you? It's been a long time. I can't seem to live this down. Those of you that are in that kind of a situation, you may be making a decision to go speak with a counselor, relationship coach, maybe even like a reverend or a pastor. Why am I not able to speak today? You know what I'm trying to say. You might be going to someone like in your church, or like sitting down and talking to them and having somebody help you guys through the relationship or the issue that you guys seem to not have been able to move past just yet. So I just feel there's someone here that's like, really not wanting to let you go, really not wanting to give up on you. And maybe some of you are watching this love reading and you're like, I don't even know why I'm watching this love reading because I don't even care about love right now. Like, I don't trust anybody. I'm busy. I don't want to let anybody in. And those of you who are in that energy, who are single, I really feel somebody's going to like be pursuing you and you're just not giving them the time of day. And they're going to flat out like address it with you. Like, hey, you know, like I'm dropping all these hints and I'm a pretty decent catch and I've been really respectful towards you. I'm not coming at you with like cheesy, stupid pickup lines. Like, well, how come? How come you're not interested in me? Or like what do you want? Or like what can I do to prove to you or to get you to give me a chance? So Taurus, it doesn't feel to me like a crazy, angry, temper, weirdo, stalkerish kind of obsession where they're not letting you go. I feel this is someone who's very like in control of their feelings and their emotions, but they're not ready to give up on you. They're not ready to give up on you. The next card that's coming up here, Taurus, is the Knight of Cups, right? Now, some of you might be like, well, that's conflicting energy, right? Because poor Knight of Cups gets a bad rap, especially in love readings, right? We see Knight of Cups as like a Don Juan, or somebody who's being a player, or fickle, or not serious. So this is going to come up in different ways for different ones of you. First and foremost, yes, it's true that the Knight of Cups can have that meaning. However, it has many layers, like all the tarot cards do. So it's not going to mean that every single time. It depends on the situation. It depends on the other cards that come up with it. It depends on the energy around the reading. And so the Knight of Cups to me is the bringing in of romance, right? As I said, this person's not ready to give up on you. So they're going to approach it in terms of communication, and then they're backing up the communication by means of gestures, romantic gestures, doing sweet romantic things for you. Trying to win you over, putting you up on a pedestal. And those of you who are single, you might be like, well, no, I know why the Knight of Cups is showing up, because that's why I'm not interested in love, because I just keep seeing all these Knight of Cups that they're not serious, or they're just, trying to flatter me. Well, if you're a single person and you're stuck in, or I shouldn't say stuck, you feel like you're seeing that pattern around you, sometimes the universe and our angels and guides allow us to be in a Knight of Cups cycle where we have all these Knight of Cups around us, because they're trying to teach us to receive, that we deserve the attention, we deserve the compliments, we deserve to be put up on a pedestal, we deserve to receive without feeling obligated to do anything we don't want to do. Maybe you give somebody a chance and they do something very romantic, or they do something very nice, but you're not feeling them, you're not interested. You're not obligated to go to bed with that person. You're not obligated to kiss them. You're not obligated to spend hours on the phone with them every time that they call. You're not obligated to give them another date. You can say, thank you, that was very lovely, that was wonderful. I really, really feel like, we would be good friends, or this might be better to be a friendship, or, thank you for, the compliments. Thank you for taking me out, but I just don't feel like we want the same things. Whatever you want to say, you can say that. It's not wrong, and it's not leading somebody on. Leading somebody on would be like, well, I don't think I'm interested in you, but if you took me to that super expensive restaurant, then you know what, maybe I'd get all in the mood. I'd be so hot and bothered. Or if you got me that purse, or if you got me those shoes, or, if you did this, or if you did that, and then we say that to them, and then they do it for us, and then we don't deliver on what we said. That would be leading somebody on, right? But if somebody is making an offer to you and you're giving them a chance and you're accepting that offer as part of the chance, you have a right to say no. It doesn't make you as somebody leading someone on. So those of you who feel like, why do I have all these Knight of Cups around me? That's what Spirit's trying to teach you right now. Those of you in an existing relationship, again, I feel like your partner feels really shut out. They feel like you're being very cold for whatever reason. And they're trying to come in with an element of romance. They're trying to come in by winning you over again. Like they're dating you from the start. They're dating you all over again from the beginning. They're trying to start with a clean slate here and win you over. The next card that's coming up here for Taurus is the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands can be disagreements, arguments, fighting. It can be an inner conflict or inner struggle. So Taurus, some of you might get a little bit annoyed. Like, why is this person so hung up on me? Or like, why can't they take a hint? Or why can't they let me have this space or this distance? And so some of you might be feeling a little bit like you're wanting to push back. You're wanting to push back. Or as you're trying to let the person in, you might have things coming to the surface where you're realizing, you know what? I thought it wasn't bothering me anymore, but it's still bothering me. And I resent you for this, and I resent you for that. And you really hurt me when you did this, and you really hurt me when you did that. I'm hearing Pandora's box. This person, it's like I think they're going to be very confused at first, because I feel like this is happening during a moment of sweetness. They might be doing something very nice for you. So maybe they're putting together a very romantic time. Maybe they're doing something very sweet, and for a moment you're like falling for the person again. But then I feel as your heart is opening up, the stuff you've been pushing down is coming to the surface. And instead of being like, oh my gosh, oh babe, oh you're so sweet, oh my gosh, this is amazing, instead of having that reaction, it's coming to the surface like you're seeing this person like they're talking to you out of both sides of their mouth, as the expression goes. Like they're being two-faced, or they're saying one thing and they're doing something else because you're remembering something from the past. And you're like, aren't you the one who stabbed me in the back, or who betrayed my trust, or who said this or who did that? And now you're coming at me and you're acting this way as if you never did that. It's like you're realizing how angry you are. You're realizing how bothered you are by the situation, that you're not quite over it just yet, and that you don't want to deal with it. You do not want to deal with it. You do not want to have that situation come up anymore. And so the blessing in this is that because it's coming to the surface, now you can really get your feelings out. Now you can really address it. And I think this person knows they messed up, but they don't realize how much they hurt you. They're seeing you as a badass, and they're looking at you as, well, you're just being angry and you're going to stop being angry. But I feel when this comes to the surface and you just kind of go off on them, they're realizing, oh, wow, no, I really, really hurt Taurus. I have deeply, deeply hurt Taurus. This is not anger. This is pain. This is sadness. I think for the first time, they're realizing how serious this transgression was and how deeply it cut you. And I feel some of you have stayed in the situation because of children, or because of your religious or spiritual beliefs. You know, you might be like, well, I can't leave because I made a vow, I made a promise, and it, like, marriage is forever. So there might be certain things or certain reasons, or your family kind of pressured you to stay because of their beliefs. And so you are feeling like you're sacrificing your life to be in this relationship. And they have no idea, or they had no idea. They didn't realize how much they hurt you, and how you're there because you feel stuck. You're not there because you still love them. I think in their mind, they think that, well, Taurus is still here. They're mad at me, but they're still here, so they still love me. And eventually they're going to stop being mad and remember that they love me. I think they're going to realize how deep the hurt is, how deep the resentment is, and that you're not there because you can't stand to be without them. You're there because you feel like you have to be there. And this is going to be like a big smack in their face. They're like, holy cannoli. I had no idea. I didn't realize how deeply I hurt Taurus, and that Taurus is here because Taurus is trying to do the right thing and honor their obligations. not because they still care about me. And they're realizing how much work they have cut out for them. They're realizing that this isn't going to be that easy as just kind of buying flowers or buying a present or cooking a nice meal or being lovey-dovey, right? They're realizing that this is deep, and they really have to start from the scratch, like start all over again. Yeah. That's the vibe I'm getting from the Five of Wands. The next card that's coming up here, my dears. Oh, if you're single, then the Five of Wands is coming in with the energy of like, I don't normally get this feeling, but this is the feeling that I'm getting. This person's looking at you like you're playing hard to get. They're seeing this as like a power struggle or power dynamic. They see other people pursuing you. They see other people interested in you. And that's making them feel more motivated. Like, I'm going to stand out from the crowd. I'm going to catch Taurus's eye. Kind of feeling and kind of vibe here. The next card coming up is the Six of Wands. And that's very promising, right? Five of Wands is the struggle, the battle, the fight. And Six of Wands is the victory. It's winning. It's overcoming the obstacle. It's overcoming the issue. So some of you are not really interested in a person who's coming in where you're single, but they're winning you over. And they're not winning you over by tiring you out. They're proving themselves. You know how they say, let the best man win, or last man standing, you know, or woman, right? It could be a woman for some of you that's pursuing you. They're proving themselves, right? It's not just kind of like tiring you out or wearing you out. Those of you in the relationship with this person, they're going to realize how much work they have to do to heal the relationship. And they're going to realize how deeply they hurt you. But the Six of Wands is also giving us a sense and a feeling like we're in a situation where they're overcoming the challenge. Now that they really understand how serious the situation is and how exactly you're feeling, they're going to know how to step up, and they're going to take the steps they need to take. Some of you are in a relationship where you've been very conflicted about leaving because you feel like your partner is emotionally cold or emotionally unavailable. And you've had people pursuing you, and you've been fighting the urge to behave and not fall into temptation and not cheat and not be unethical. Like, you've been really fighting to stay in the relationship even though they're not fulfilling your needs emotionally. And some of you are like, I don't know, I have like suspicions, like maybe they're not fulfilling my needs emotionally because, you know, they're doing something they're not supposed to be doing. Maybe they have a guilty conscience. Maybe they're engaging in something that is unhealthy or unacceptable. Or you just, like, something is telling you something in the relationship is off. But at the same time, you're like, I don't want to just up and leave without proof. And you've been praying that, you know, God, angels, universe, guides, please reveal to me anything that would be good to know about my marriage, about my relationship, about my partner, any secret that I would have the right to know, any secret that would free me from the situation. Please let it come to light, and please let it be seen. And the Six of Wands is giving me the feeling in the sense that it is coming to light and it is being seen. So some truth is being revealed. I know typically we might think of the Moon card as like a truth being revealed, but sometimes the Six of Wands comes in with the energy of a vindication, being vindicated, being validated. Like, I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew I wasn't imagining it, right? I knew people were saying things about me that weren't true, or whatever the case might be. There's this sense of like, here it is, here's the truth is being revealed, and there's a sense of being vindicated, a sense of being validated in that truth being revealed. The next card that's coming up here for you guys, Taurus, is the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is wishes coming true. So some of you are single and you're like, man, I just wish that I could meet someone that I could fall for, that I could be interested in, that, you know, had a backbone, that had, qualities in them that I can respect or that I can admire, someone that I can see as an equal. Those of you in a difficult relationship, I wish we could overcome these issues. I wish we could overcome the past. Those of you who are dealing with someone where you feel like something's not right or something seems fishy, I wish I had proof. I wish I had proof that would give me the permission to walk away. And so whatever you're wishing for, Nine of Cups is telling us you're going to get it. That wish is coming true. But Nine of Cups also comes in with the warning, letting us know that we have to be ready to receive this wish, because there are going to be people on the outside that want to criticize us or judge us. Look at them. Like they're just living their life, and they think it's all about them, and it's out of their jealousy, it's out of their hate. So you have to know that even though this wish is coming true and you deserve for the wish to come true, there might be people who are going to talk, who aren't going to be happy for you, but don't let that rain on your parade. Don't let that take away your joy. And don't feel like, well, I guess I don't deserve it because they're not happy for me. They're not going to be happy for anybody. It's nothing personal against you. So be in that sense of deserving this. I deserve this. I deserve to have this kind of love. I deserve to have this kind of relationship. Okay, so you may want to check out your moon sign, your rising sign, your Venus sign. If this is none of those, some months those signs might resonate for you more than your sun sign. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you want to go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Be well, my dears.